Hi guys,
Live.
I'm
Shoot.
Joel Dunn. This is Stephanie Dunn. In case you don't know who we are the number one income earners worldwide. Ambassador Diamond, Black Diamond. But that's not how we started out. We started out just like you, jumping on trainings, trying to learn all the things on how to be successful. And the great thing is we, Stephanie and I, have the ability to shorten your track from where you are now to you having the success that you want because of the fact that we've been able to do the things and we can show you exactly what we did to get to where we are.
Yeah. Well, what's kind of cool about this Zoom, you guys, is we're going to give you some of the top hooks that pull people in. I actually even gave you some, I'll show examples here on some slides, but what I want you to know is welcome newbies, because some of you will be watching that have never watched before. Maybe you're jumping on and you haven't been on a Zoom and you're like, I don't even know what a hook is. It's all right. We'll teach you. Maybe you've been in for a while and tonight you just decided, okay, I'm ready to actually learn something and apply it to my business. Or maybe you're just like, man, I feel like I'm just ready to take that next level. Maybe you felt stuck, or maybe you're in just a place that like you're taking off. But there's always going to be people in your business that maybe want a little bit more. And I think this is a great Zoom for every single person that's on. And even myself as a reminder of, hey, don't beat yourself up of what you didn't do. That's the past for a reason. I'm reminded of that. And we move forward. And nobody that's watching us, I think, on social media even realizes our posts from a week ago. It's so quick to turn around. And so I beat myself up like that. I'm like, man, I haven't posted in a while. Are people noticing that? What are they going to think? They don't really care about you. They do, but they care about what you can offer them and what are you putting out there that can fulfill a need. And so I'm going to have Joel bring up the first slide because we're going to do kind of a rapid fire of this because he's going to drop in later some even more hooks that will work for you guys. So this was a question I told Joel. I'm like, when I first heard the word hook, I was like, I don't even know what this is. I started social media, or I started this business with no social media.
Mhm.
And I look back at some of my posts and I'm like, I don't know what I was doing. So
Sometimes you look at my post and you're like, he still
that's
doesn't know what he's doing.
and that's okay. We all start, but I think the great reminder is you just got to go and you got to stay close because these Zooms, you may know what things are, but you just see it differently. You hear it differently. You can share it to your team differently. And so I really wanted to put this slide up of what is a hook. And it's for obviously social media marketing. A hook is the first thing that your audience sees or hears in your content. So it's something that'll grab their attention fast. And, you guys can know this. It's like the first 5 seconds of a movie trailer. I do this because Joel's like, do you want to watch a movie? And I'm like, I never have time. I'm like, okay, just put something up. And if it doesn't grab my attention, I'm like, I don't have time for that. I'm so ADD. So if it's boring or if it's just you're going to scroll through it. So we want people to stick around as long as they can. So what I really want to try to do is, yes, I'll do posts, but what if I don't do a post and you guys are looking? Or what if somebody is, somebody that you follow and you don't see something that you're like, I want you to be able to create your own. So that's kind of the definition of think of it as something that would grab your attention. And it's okay to read it. Don't overthink, but here's some of the hooks that we're gonna kind of share. Um, and so this is something that it does matter. Why does it matter? Is because social media is so quick. What we share now may not even be relevant next month. So that's something that
Or later today.
we want to consistently share with you guys things that are working now. And we have some really great people and insight on being able to share some of these things. So I hope that you guys can apply that even tonight and get your business going even more. And then what makes a good hook? Joel did a little bit more of a definition. I said that's fine. We can just put this up there. You guys can screenshot that, but it's curiosity driven, it's problem focused, it's controversial or bold, and it's specific.
Guys, here's the thing about the problem focused one. This one should be the one that you are using constantly. Because if you're constantly talking about the problem, people will associate and identify with the problem. And then you offer them the solution.
Mhm.
Curiosity driven one is probably the next one behind that that you should be using. Controversial or bold, I would sprinkle those in. Being specific, that one is a randomly sprinkled in one.
I think I would disagree with Joel on some of these. So I don't think there is one, but maybe. And I think they need to play with it. So there you go. And again, I think that what would stand out to me isn't going to stand out to you because we're two different people. So, but I do think, yes, you're right. And the reason I say this is quick go back because this is the one that stood out to me and probably most of you. Did you guys see the specific one? Here's how I grew from 0 to 10K followers in 30 days. Go back to the chat. Put a 1 if you looked at that. If that caught your attention. Like, I was like, "Oh, I wanna know how to grow my network. I wanna be able to get more eyes on my posts. I wanna know this." And the reason that stood out to me is because a lot of you saw this. So next slide. Here's an example. This was something that I did on my Instagram. It was nothing crazy, but you all can do this. You can all get your computer out, take a selfie, put it around, and take a picture of you working. And it doesn't even have to be with charts, it could be with whatever. But you can even do something like this. Always wondering how to grow your followers. Here's the secret, check the caption. And it kind of does the curiosity too. But can you move that? So that's on the photo to draw attention, and you can do this on Facebook too. And then in the on the actual post is you need to hear this out. Want to grow your Instagram and gain more followers? Comment, grow, and I'll send you the link. So at the end of this, I'm going to teach you how you can share a same link that I did on that. So I wanted to give you guys kind of that visual. If you're like in a place of like, I want to grow my network, or you're looking for product, I'll share the next one. But this is what I'm gonna give you is 5. You guys are gonna be able to use your photos if you want, but 5 Facebook posts. This is specific that I'm giving you guys. So I'm gonna run down. You're gonna see this slide, but then I'm gonna give you the content behind it, and this is what I'll drop later after I get off the Zoom. I'm gonna go drop these in. It was just too long to give you guys that visual, but you'll get the idea, and then you'll be able to follow suit and copy kind of how to actually post it. So the hook, that post that you want to put out there is 30 days ago. I was tired of feeling sluggish and frustrated with my progress. I studied fat loss science, and here are 3 things that finally helped me see results. That's kind of catchy. That's something different that maybe you guys haven't seen. Um, that would be something that I would post. And these are some that I have ready to go. So you guys are kind of the first to see what's lined up. So I would have that. And then in the content part of it, I would have, because people are going to want to know, I stopped guessing and started tracking my food. So this is something that you're going to solve problems with. People are looking for weight loss. If you have before and after pictures, you can do that. There's a few different ways. I added 15 minutes walks after meals. Maybe you have some routine that you're doing, or you're just walking, and you guys have seen I have a walking pad. So I might start posting a little bit more of my walking pad so they see that. I'm not just saying that. I started using a plant-based supplement for energy and recovery, total game changer. So I didn't tell them what it was, but I gave them 3 things that they could stop, they could start doing. Turns out fueling your body with clean, natural support really does make a difference. I had fewer crashes, better digestion, and my cravings chilled out. Then the call to action. So that's kind of the body of what my posts would be. The call to action would be, I've ever tried a plant-based supplement? Curious, drop a yes below and I'll show you what I used. So now this is not like anything is posted. Like I'm gonna have you guys heard this wording, drop a 2 in the chat. Like, I need to know, because what I'm trying to do is give you guys a little bit different things so that you can word it how you want so that things don't get blocked. So sometimes I can give you guys all this and you copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Remember, try to switch things up a little bit. But that's a new call to action that I think are going to be great, and a couple more that we'll do. So that's Facebook post number 1. the body, and then the call to action, I'll drop that in team page or for you guys to get those. Post 2. This is, can you move that or no? He's got so many things up here. I'm like, I can't read. Um, Trend testing. So that you don't, I wouldn't post 2 trend testing. I would put, I tried intermittent fasting, so you don't have to. Here's what happened. Maybe you guys already do this. Like, I haven't seen it worded like that, so I want to put that out there. Intermittent fasting is just stop eating at 5, 6 o'clock. You don't eat anything until a late lunch, noon, 1 o'clock. Me and Joel have always done this. Um, but that's kind of the header. And then kind of the body, the content. I paired it with a plant-based metabolism support blend, and the combo surprised me. My energy stayed steady, no crash at 11. I felt clearer during fasted hours. Cravings were manageable instead of overwhelming, and supplements aren't magic, but when they're clean and designed to support your body, they help. So that's kind of the body. I'm giving them a little bit more of adding my supplement. Most people have heard of intermittent fasting, so that's not anything different, but they're like, "Ooh, what else does she have with it?" What's happened is you don't have to. Here's what happened, because they're like, "Ooh, I want to know what she has." So the call to action would be, want to know what plant-based support I used while fasting. So everybody can do this, but can they do something? Because let's be real, who wants to lose weight faster? Everybody does. They're all looking. So we have something that they can do that. So
The rest of you that didn't raise your hands are liars.
comment fast, and I'll share the details. So again, there's words that I use a lot. I used burn for a long time. I'm trying to stay away from a couple of these words so that I get new eyes, so that Facebook doesn't block me. So I hope you guys will love these. So that's post number 2. And you guys can all take these and word it a little different. And and again, if you follow our boards, what do I talk about a lot? Burn and then drop it into the 30-day drop. And if they're talking about this one specifically with intermittent fasting, I would probably talk to them about the keto coffee. And if you're following along, if you add this, get a 30-day drop, add coffee, you guys get extra points for Mexico. So there is a reason why I'm creating all of these things for you guys. It's so I can help on all areas. So post 3, calling out mistakes. I didn't put a picture here because you could put on a color block, you can do what you want, but if you're still doing endless cardio to lose weight, you're missing out on the number 1 fat loss secret. My husband talks about this all the time to me. He's just like, "You don't need to just do this. You need this," and it's to the next thing. So there's that hook, because I think people still think, "Oh, if I just do cardio, I'll lose weight." Well, in the post, in the body, the truth, muscle burns fat. He's constantly telling me that. And if you're not lifting and feeling right, you're just spinning your wheels. My shift, adding strength training and a plant-based recovery supplement to fight fatigue and inflammation, less soreness equals more consistency, real results. Want my full recovery stack? Type recover and I'll send it your way. So here's what I have. I just got some new weights. Joel has all of this, but I have some smaller weights. It doesn't have to be crazy. You guys might have those around. If you don't and you want to use this post, again, these are just 5. We're going to drop a lot more in, but if you go to Target, if you go to Walmart, go in to the weight section and take a picture of the weights and be like, "I've heard so much on this," and you can do it with that. So that's post 3. Post 4. I'm like fast going. So this is a great one too. So you may already do this. You're borrowing somebody else's authority. Somebody else has results. Again, we're always sharing other people's posts, but the hook for this is, here's what fitness coaches do differently when they want to lose fat fast and why it works. That's something that you all haven't been posting or I haven't had. So I'm like, let's see if this works. Here's what fitness coaches, okay, I said that. So post in the body is sleep equals non-negotiable. Training is strength focused, and most of them use quality plant-based supplements to support gut health, energy, and recovery. So that goes into our gut health, kind of our gut health pack. Again, I'm dropping in like keywords, most of them. People want to be plopped in with most people. They want to do what most people are doing to have the wins. And so I've always done these keywords, you guys. There's psychology behind it and how we can do it. And it's a good reminder for you guys of like, "Ooh, I want to say, here's what fitness coaches have." you might not have talked to them, but they see that and they're like, "Ooh, she's got some authority with this too." So the call to action would be curious what a coach approved supplement routine looks like. DM me coach stack and I'll share with what's working for my clients or for my customers. So again, what would you guys do? We're talking about um either like clean ingredients, whole ingredients, recovery, gut health, 30-day drop. You can do a little bit of everything on that one. So again, whatever maybe you have results with and you have your system that you want to use that from the boards app and you'll be able to get that. Post 5 would be a mindset shift. This one mindset shift changed everything for me on my weight loss journey. You don't have to use a picture. You can use a picture of whatever you want. I just thought, I was thinking a lot on the beach that night. So I was like, hey, this would be a really good one for me. Like I was in a place of like, I need to shift things. And any weight loss journey, it makes any journey really is you have to make a mindset shift. And people want to know, what is it for you? This shift changed everything for my weight loss journey. And so I think that's a good one to use a little bit more. I stopped obsessing over quick fixes and started treating my body like it deserves support. I slept, real food, movement, adding plant-based supplements. Again, I'm constantly going to be adding, talking about plant-based supplements. They need to see it over and over because you can't hustle poor recovery, stress, or hormone imbalance. I am older. So hormones are a word for me that I'm seeing everywhere because I hear premenopause, menopause. I think Joel talks to me so much that my phone knows. And so I'm seeing this. So if that's you and you're like, okay, what other keywords can I do? Also, no, I'm going to be talking about this because of our new product coming out. Like I'm going to be really honing in on keywords that will pull more people in to see what is this all about. And then if you've been trying to push through, maybe it's time to give your body a little backup. Comment support and I'll send you my go-to list. So with that, I'm going to give them kind of a you can go into Chat GPT and give them a list. Just go copy this post and I'll do that for you guys, but put it in there and say, create me a list that backs this post. And it will spit out something for you. And you can say, create me a post or a list that will support this post with a product called Burn Plus or with 30-day drop. For me, my Chat GPT knows what I talk about, so it will help you in that. So we'll make sure that you guys have that. So those are the 5 that I just did 5, and Joel's gonna drop in the chat. Well, first I will ask this. Was this helpful? Will you guys say yes if this was kind of a helpful I told you I was gonna go rapid fire. Like, I really wanted to like, okay, here's what it is. It's not a lot, but I think that the more that I can give you a little bit different or you see there's so much potential on the hook and understanding the hook, the better you guys will have with your success. And so I see it all the time when I create my own, just something the curiosity one for me always blows up. People are always just wondering what the heck are you doing now? Or what's going on with Steph? Like that's always something. So, if you've had a lot of eyes on you or you haven't had a lot of eyes on your page, give them a curiosity post. Really draw them in and then backfill that a few hours later with a before and after something, a product post, something like that that may not have everything in there, but it pulls them in and they want more from you. So that is just 5 really of, you know, what you can do and you can get so specific with those, but I think this is a good start. If this goes well, what I'll do is I'll just spit out weekly so that you have them. Would you guys like that? Now, here's what I don't want you to happen is every you guys can post them. I know there's a lot of fish in the sea, right? Like I want you guys to copy, but again, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste gets flagged. So change some words, put some emojis, make it a little bit more of you driven, and we'll go from that. I think sometimes, when we're stuck, when we're new, we don't know where to start. And this is what I want to do is I give you guys post a days, we give stories, we give reels. Reels are another thing that you want, but all these hooks can go into each platform. It can be the start of a reel. It can be the start of a story, to pull them in. And I know that you guys love that you post one story on Instagram and you get a lot more views. Same, that's what's happening. So trying to be a little bit more specific on here's the post to be able to get that. Uh so I think, don't be just so honed in on, I'm just gonna post this on Facebook. That's my strength. That's where I want to do. But Reels, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you can go, make sure that you're utilizing this. So now we'll go on to Joel. I don't want this to be overwhelming. So, do you guys want more? Give us whatever you want in the chat because I don't want to overwhelm you that sometimes we give you too much and you're like, I don't even know where to start. I just want you to start. Like that's where I'm at in my head is like, I just need to start. And so I did these so that I would be ready just to keep things up. So, okay, here's what Joel's going to drop. I don't know.
All right, guys. So here's the thing.
He's going to put it in the
I'm
chat.
going to put it in the chat. So that means
No commenting for a
you
second.
can't comment. Otherwise, people are going to miss it. So, how would you like 10 specific storytelling hooks to draw people into your network? We just did specific ones for product posts or to get people to want to buy. But how about growing your network? You do that by drawing people into your story. So, I'm going to copy and paste this. And if I see a comment, I'm kicking you out. Okay.
Don't do that. There's
Yeah, yeah, no, no.
okay.
Okay, ready? Here they
There's
come.
there
I'm gonna go over them.
okay.
Gonna do the first five.
Oh, you didn't send yet. I was like,
No?
oh, okay. So funny.
All right, so the first five. When you are doing these are going, so everybody can copy these
Mhm.
and use them because the parts in the parentheses are the things that are going to be specific to you, specific to your posting. So number one is spend the morning with me as I, what are you doing? Making coffee, taking supplements, working out, doing my makeup, all of the options for you to personalize this to you. Number two, kind of crazy, but the results that you achieved in whatever it is that you're comparing it to will cause people to draw themselves to you. So you're speaking to your audience. Number three is very simple because here's my thing. So it's your thing. You are drawing them into your thought process, what you think. Number four, I spent what amount of money on what product, and this is one of the most simple and effective things I learned. Number five, let's paint the picture. It's whatever today is or whatever time it is. I'm describe what you're doing at that exact moment and then ask them what they're doing.
Mhm. I mean, it's really pretty simple of like, there's so many. I know you have like 100, so he's gonna
I've got,
like a
I can go
thousand.
on for days, but I'm just going to give you 10 to just get you going. And that means you have one plus a couple bonuses for every day this week. 6 through 10. 6. I have to tell you this story. And then insert whatever randomness you want people to look at and comment about.
Well, I think I want to help them there because um for if you guys took screenshots, and I might have you guys have Joel put this back up there. So I broke it down into my Facebook post and gave you a little bit more of that's that, but then the body of it. So if you're, saying, I have to tell you this story, how are you going to word the body? Is it curiosity driven? Is it you're solving a problem? Is it controversial or bold? Like, what is it? Is it specific? And so I think that the more that we give them, the more ideas that we can share, the better that you're going to start to go, oh, I got this. I know how to create my own story, my own hooks that are pulling people in, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Number 7 was, I used to do this. What is it that you used to do? But then you say, you won't find me doing it anymore because, and then you continue along with your
I
story.
used to drink diet soda, but you won't see me doing that because of aspartame. Like that it's so simple. Like,
Mhm.
what is something that you used to do? Like, I'm like, if I'm gonna drink a pop, it better be all sugar on it. Like, that's it. Like, if I'm gonna blow it, I'm blowing it. Anyway, all right, what's 8?
I'm just going to let you know getting to whatever the outcome is that you're trying to get to is less about what you think and more so about this. Then you say, I realized this and it changed everything for me. So you're telling people and giving them information, educating them, but then leaving them on the hook to find out what it did and how it changed everything for you. Number 9, how many of you guys hear this when somebody starts something? Okay, listen up. I need you to know something.
I love that one.
Yeah,
That
that
was
I mean that grabs everybody's attention. You can say yesterday I, whatever you did, today I, this week I'm going to. You can do so many different things after that. But that, okay, listen up. I need you to know something is what draws everyone in on that first part. Hence the hook. Number 10, you may or may not know, but I'm give random fact. Give a random
I
process that you're
mean
going to do to draw them into your business.
I think this one's a great one to be like, you may or may not know, I've lost, I think, let me see. I thought I saw, let me see names up here. Let me go. Can you do all of the names? I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe Shara, Jeannie. How much pounds have you lost, Jeannie? Because, I see your post and this might be something she uses. She could post, you may not know this about me, but I've lost over 120, over 100 pounds. Holy cow. How in the earth are you doing that? Like, and it could be like, you may not know this because I don't talk about it, but I've kept off 10 pounds. So maybe you're a person that doesn't need to lose weight. You're already, where you want to be and you're maintaining. And I think sometimes that's even a place of like, people get like, oh, I hit my goals, but now what? Well, you can keep talking about the results that you had, but you can also say, I've maintained my healthy weight and my energy levels for the last 6 months, the last year, whatever that is. So I wanted to give them kind of that because again, in my mind, what do I talk about a lot? It's um some of the things that you're growing on there. If I'm growing my network, it's people probably looking for weight loss, looking for health products, looking for wellness. And so if I'm adding this to that, that would be something I would do. So just a little bit, just giving you a little bit more meat than just the hooks to help kind of that brain kind of help you guys go, how can I add a little bit more? Does that make sense for you guys? Like, that's all we needed to know. Does this make sense? And you can drop a yes in there if you want to do that. Do you want me to go back and have Joel put the slides up if you didn't take a picture real quick? Well, that I'm just gonna have him do that because everybody's saying yes anyway, so we will do that. Go back and do the what makes a good hook. Get back. Just copy that real quick, you guys, so you have it. That's just again, it's just 5 things that you can just think about, like, what pulls you in? If you saw a post out there, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever it is, and it catches your attention, can you apply that to you? Can you utilize that and make that your own and watch what that does for you? So controversy, weird stuff right now is what is like going viral. So that's why for me, that curiosity, problem focused, really controversial. People do that. I don't know if Jackie Deering's on tonight, but she's always really good at those. Like just sucking you in on, on kind of those things. So yep, she is. You are girl, like you just do. So what is that and how can we utilize that? So that's literally all I've got for tonight. I shouldn't say all I've got tonight because I think
I was
this
like,
is
that was a
just
lot.
this was a lot and I wanted to be very small, specific that you guys could utilize and how we can start giving you guys things weekly. So hopefully you can apply that tonight. And I'm gonna have to make some new ones up just so you guys can get those out. But our brains are constantly like, how can we help you guys grow? All the way from the brand new person that gets started to somebody that's been in 6 months that's ready to somebody that's seasoned, somebody that's hit all the things, but they just want a little bit more. And that's what we're always here to do and help you grow. And so that's it for tonight. And next week, you're gonna get something fresh and new and exciting for the end of the month. And then the following Monday, like that one's gonna be a little bit different just because we're gonna be traveling to France for the event in France. I am definitely not sad about that, you guys. I'm sorry you won't see my face, but watch for this week to kind of do some other Zooms like I had said last week to pop on, ask questions, see how I can help kind of guide you if you guys get stuck or you just need some extra advice on how to utilize these hooks this week. But we appreciate you guys. We love you. Let's go rack up these points. That's my goal for you is to get you to Mexico, get your checks up, stack these $100, stack all of the things. But I'll have Joel close us out in prayer, and then I'll see you again this week too.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this amazing group of leaders. Just ask that you would bless them this week. Allow them to take all the information that they learned today and apply it over this week and have incredible outcomes and change lots of lives through this business. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, love you guys. Have a
See
good
you
night.
guys.